Alright, welcome back to Simpin Sunday, the show where we take an anime girl and build a team around her. This week we're going to be using Oozora Subaru from Hololive, and this is our second Hololive video. As I said in the first one, when it comes to Hololive, there's a lot of girls and we don't want to use them up all at once. And so instead of making the entire team based around her, we're just going to have her be the star of the team and have the rest of the team be members that will support the main star. So this will be less of a Hololive themed team and more of a Subaru plus other good members for a Subaru team. Alright, so we're going to lead off with Subaru. The Porygon is going to be named Shuba Shuba. That's what I always name my Porygons, at least as of recent. And this particular Porygon is going to be Choice Specs. Choice Specs is one of the few options the Porygon should ever be running. The other one's maybe Choice Scarf, and then maybe Silk Scarf would be another one that would be decent. And this particular Porygon is going to be running Trick in the last slot. I think you want Trick for the bulky Steel types, and maybe some other Pokemon that might want to try to set up a Calm Mind on you. Maybe something like Suicune or something. And this last slot can be optional, right? You can run Thunderbolt there. I like to run Hyper Beam sometimes there in case I just need to get a kill on a Pokemon. Hyper Beam is a pretty fun deck to run on Porygon. We're going to try out Trick today and see how it does for us. Next up, we can't play RU without playing with the Heavy Duty Boots Circuitry. And now we're going to be trying out Pangoro today. Pangoro is going to be nice because it's going to punch a lot of holes early on in the team. And the problem with Porygon really is that although Porygon does have adaptability, besides that, it's not going to have a ton of power because it can never hit anything super effectively with the adaptability boost. So either you get to hit something super effectively and forego any boost, or you get your adaptability boost and you don't ever hit anything super effectively. So Porygon is sort of hard to hit things super strong. Also note that Tri-Attack is only 80 base power, so it's not really the strongest move, at least in terms of getting kills. So Porygon really wants to be a cleaner, and less so a main breaker, and so it needs to be paired with breakers that can bust through. And Circuitry is good to do that while pivoting. Pangoro, though, is going to be the main way we're going to just punch holes early on. Getting knockoffs early on is going to be good to wear down bulkier teams that maybe rely on leftovers, as well as getting rid of Choice Scarfs because we do have a decently fast team, but if we can let our slower Pokemon, like Circuitry, get to the point where they're outspeeding, I think that'll be very useful. Speaking of Circuitry, you may notice that the next member on our team, Seismitoad, is one that often loses to Circuitry. You could run a Rindoberry on this set and then you'd really beat Circuitry. I think that would be something we could try out. And in fact, I think we're going to do just that. I'm going to toss a Rindoberry on this and just see how it does. Have a spur of the moment last second thing. I think it should work. Let's run a quick calc on it. Because I want to be able to have this be my ground type for Circuitry, right? Yeah, that'll do. Unfortunately, Earthquake doesn't KO, guaranteed. So we'll have to take that into account as well. But we should be hopefully okay. Maybe we'll change this back to leftovers if we don't like Rindoberry. Then we've got Choice Scarf Heracross. Choice Scarf Heracross is here to be faster than just about everything. It is 85, whereas Circuitry is 83. So it does outspeed Choice Scarf Circuitry. I just don't want to have to rely on this as my only Circuitry answer, right? And it's just got 4 attacks with Moxie, so it should be able to sweep if it needs to. And then lastly, we've got Crobat. Crobat is apparently a very good Pokemon in this tier, and it will defog for us as well as getting us momentum into other members. So I'm a flying type, right? What resists flying? Well, Steel does. I'm going to go into my Steel type, and then I can bring on to my fighting types and hopefully blow them back, or at least punch holes and stuff they got in the back. Alright, let's see if we can find a battle. Oh boy. Right off the bat, we are fighting a very scary rain team. So you don't like to see that. But, we'll take it, I guess. I'm going to lead off with Porygon. Lead off with Subaru. Hopefully she can put in some work right off the bat. Now, they may lead off with Politoed, but they may also lead off with something like Xurkitree, trying to catch the Seismitoad counter lead. Or maybe a Scarf Flygon could also come out. And Scarf Flygon we don't really have too much for outside of the Crobat, so we got to remember to keep that healthy, otherwise the Scarf Flygon's going to beat us down. There could be Dragon Dance as well, which would be even more problematic. But yeah, looking at my opponent's team, they have this Hurricaning in the rain, they have this in the rain as well. And this is going to be an offensive Seismitoad, so it's going to be very problematic for us. Okay, so they led off with Tornadus. I don't know what that was meant to do. I'm just going to throw off a Tri-Attack here. Okay, U-turn. So I guess they just wanted to get momentum. This is Choice Specs Tri-Attack. I don't know if they're running physically defensive or especially defensive Politoed. Okay, that is a 2-hit KO, and they can't really switch in safely on this because of Tri-Attack's secondary effect. The best answer, I think, maybe would be Kingdra. Yeah. Okay, Kingdra died. That's good. So Kingdra, Xurkitree, stuff you don't mind getting burned, I think, would be the main thing. Okay, here's Xurkitree. Let's see, what is not very useful on this team? I think Pangoro, maybe, is what's least useful. As they use Energy Ball. I wonder what kind of roll that is. I'm just going to click the Drain Punch now. Okay, they get a +1. I'm gonna go Heracross now. And we're gonna click Close Combat. I want this dead. And it didn't die, unfortunately. But if they are Choice Scarfed, then they're gonna know that I'm Choice Scarfed. So they're gonna switch out into Tornadus. That's fine. I don't mind Tornadus coming out. This should go Xurkitree now. They didn't actually Volt Switch there, which is an interesting play. I'm just going to click the Dazzling Gleam. Okay. They knocked off my Heavy Duty Boots, which doesn't really do too much at this point. Okay, so Flygon is obviously going to outspeed me. Gotta go Crobat here. As they click Rock Slide, which I think was a good play. Let's go Seismitoad of our own now. And I'm just going to click the Earthquake. Yep, as they go Politoed. Then I'm going to click Knock Off. They may have Rest with Chesto Berry if they outspeed me, which they may. But we'll see how they're invested. And if they decide to double, which I suppose they could also do. I guess they're not Chesto Berry. I know they're not Chesto Berry. So if they rest, they still keep their rain, but they will be sleeping. So for whatever that's worth. Yeah, okay. So, actually... Oh wait. Yeah, Stealth Rock. There we go. I thought that I had clicked Earthquake. Sorry about that. Stealth Rock is better here because it kills Xurkitree or forces Flygon to defog if they have it. So now we're going to click Knock Off. That was an interesting play on their part because that actually wasted a turn of rain. And unless they have defog on their Flygon, then the Politoed also cannot switch out now without dying and not getting rain up. So they've now committed to this, and this is really stalling out their rain. So they're going to get less out of it in the end. Okay, Seismitoad can come out. They were Choice Specs. Fair enough. No, I want to keep this around. I'm going to sack Xurkitree here. And then 271 is 5 something or other. I don't outspeed with Heracross. A bit unfortunate that we knocked off their Choice Specs there. I'm going to go back into Seismitoad. And I'm going to click the Earthquake. Oh wow, the Rindo Berry actually came in clutch there. Okay. Nice. Surprised the Earth powered there. I feel like any move would have been better than Earth power there, personally. Okay. So at this point, I need to keep around Crobat because it prevents Flygon from clicking Earthquake or whatever. I need to keep around Heracross for the speed tier. So I'm going to go Porygon here. I think that's just going to have to be the play here. And Porygon will go down to Leather Ball. Heracross can come out now, though, and can just click Close Combat. Okay, they deny me the Moxie boost, which I think is smart. As I go Flygon. And, I wonder, do they just click Outrage here? Yeah, they do. And they are Choice Scarfed. So, do I live this? I don't live too. Alright, so good game to my opponent. That was a pretty tough matchup. I think I could have played around the Seismitoad a bit better if I knew that they were going to commit to going for Grass Knot. And I could have doubled into Crobat and then maybe preserved a couple more pieces. But their Flygon was always going to be a problem, and I knew that going into it. So, if I'd have kept the Seismitoad a bit healthier, that would have definitely helped. Alright, let's lead off with the Seismitoad, I think. In case they want to lead off with Klefki, yep. I'm going to get up my Stealth Rock. Alright, no, I'm going to have to defog anyway. So Seismitoad can't be Thunder Waved, it can be Toxic, and Klefki may or may not have Magna Rise, who knows, we'll find out. Now this Seismitoad isn't running Water. Okay, so that did have Toxic, that's a little bit annoying. I'm gonna click, I think Knockoff should still kill. Yeah, yes, it does. Okay, good. Okay, as I go Celebi, I'm going to go into my... I'm gonna go into my Xurkitree here. Because I don't really feel like I need it. Okay. And now I'm going to go into my Crobat, and I'm going to click Defog. They've obviously shown Psychic, so that's a big problem. But now we can click U-turn here, and that should do a decent chunk. And I'm going to go into my Pangoro now. And I'm going to go for Knockoff. Okay, good. That killed the Celebi. And I got rid of Spikes, so that's one of the more important things we needed to accomplish there. Now, Heracross is still healthy, which I'm hoping should be good later on. I don't have priority on this particular Pangoro, so I don't really feel the need to preserve it. Okay, so let's see. I want to scout this particular Xurkitree set here. If it is a Scarf set, then it'd be locked in Dazzling Gleam, right? And if it is not, then it's going to kill my Seismitoad, right? I want to see what kind of Seismitoad this is. Or what kind of Xurkitree this is. So sacking this does look not great, but see, here we go. That is a choice Xurkitree, which means that keeping my Flygon around is more useful. Okay, so they click Outrage there. And now they should be in range of Close Combat from Heracross. As I feel like you should always go into the Mimikyu here, but I guess they decided they wanted the setup. So that's fair. Okay. I'm gonna just click Shadow Ball here. Cool, cool, cool. They didn't get a crit, which is very useful. Alright. I think I have to go for Stone Edge if I want to win. This is an awful win con to have. Right, and I don't even think I can win really, because Sharpedo should just come in and click Protect. Oh wow, I didn't even kill. What the heck? Heracross is weak. I mean, it's not Stab, but still, I would have thought that Stone Edge would have killed. Obviously, I couldn't click Close Combat. That would have been the preferred option. And the Sharpedo could have just come out and clicked Protect. That would have been another win con for them. Alright, so far, this team isn't doing too great, but maybe that's just me being bad. I want to at least get one win with it. But I still think this team is pretty fun. It's a very offensive team, very fast-paced, aside from maybe the Seismitoad. But I have to have a water switch in, especially because of this Mon here. Alright. They don't have a electric immunity. And they've noticed I don't have a dragon immunity. So if that is Choice Scarfed, then I am in for a world of hurt. And it is Choice Scarfed. Alright, boys. We're in trouble here. I'm just going to click Knock Off, because I feel like they should always go Mimikyu. And if they don't, then now they've lost the Choice Scarf. Alright. 284. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go into Porygon. As they use Explosion, I will take it. Let's go into Pangoro now. Yeah, this is probably going to be another L right here. Okay, I'm going to go for Close Combat as they just died. I don't know if that crit mattered. They did have a White Herb, so they weren't -1 defense. But we're not messing around with Blastoise. We don't need that. Okay, I'm just going to click Close Combat because it doesn't matter what I click this turn. And now they're going to probably click Play Rough if I had to guess. And I don't really need Crobat for anything else. So I'm just going to go into that and hopefully Play Rough into Shadow Sneak doesn't kill. Although it definitely does. So I'm just going to click Brave Bird here. Okay. And gotta go into... We gotta go Seismitoad, or do we gotta... Let's see. Okay, Earthquake does 50%, so that wouldn't kill anyway. And a +2, they don't kill us, so that's a good sign. Okay, Knock Off here does not kill them either, so we're forced to go Seismitoad, unfortunately. And we're just going to click the Earthquake, I think is the correct play. It will take Life Orb Chip from this, whatever that's worth. We really wanted the Seismitoad around. Oh, we got a crit. Interesting. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We wanted the Seismitoad around for the Toxtricity specifically. Interesting. We got the knockoff off. Was not expecting that. I'm actually going to get some Stealth Rock up. Oh, that was a odd speed tie. Okay, if I know that was a speed tie, then it's 198 speed. I can go into the Goodra, or Pangoro rather. Excuse me. Quick knockoff here. My strongest move that doesn't lower my defense. Oh, it's gooey. That's the reason why. I wasn't paying attention. That's the problem. Alright, and Toxtricity dies because Toxtricity set up in front of me. I don't think that was the correct play. And then Cloyster here. Now we have to see. Alright, Cloyster at +2 speed. Do they run Adamant or do they run Jolly? Heck if I know. Okay, this one at +2, hypothetically, be 478. Which, yeah, okay, so Heracross does not outspeed, no matter what. Let's check if Pangoro lives +2. This might just be a quick L anyway. Yeah, okay, there's no way we live that. Oh, Liquidation, that's fun. Okay, I'm gonna click Close Combat here. As Liquidation kills. Okay. Oyster's scary. Okay, now we're facing Hail. And Hail is also a problem. We're gonna lead off with Pangoro. As I lead off with Nidoqueen, good play on my opponent's part, recognizing that I'd want to lead off with Pangoro. I'm just going to go for knockoff here, as they're going to weaken me. That's fine. I'm gonna go into Crobat now, because I don't feel like Crobat does too much. As I set up Stealth Rock, I'm gonna click Defog here. And then we're gonna click U-turn. Okay, so my opponent gets off a lot of chip on me as they actually save that. I'm gonna go Pangoro now. Now we're gonna click the Drain Punch. They should go into Hitmontop, except for, oh wait, yeah, okay, I forgot about Ice Shard. Okay, Hitmontop won't be able to intimidate us, is the main thing. Now they'll probably sack Nidoqueen to prevent my Moxie boost. Well, maybe they won't, who knows. As they actually sack the Sand Slash, one of the few things that may have outsped. 251 times 2, definitely outsped. 229, that's iffy. Are you running max speed Jolly on your Arctovish? I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna sack the Crobat now. And then I'm going to go into... Hopefully Seismitoad lives this. As it did just barely. Look at that. That was some crazy rolls right there. Got 17, 17, 17, and 19. If they'd gotten a little more of a roll, that would have been all it took. Okay. They may want a rapid spin here. That would be an issue. As they do rapid spin, I think that's fair. I'm going to go into my Xurkitree now. They may think I'm Choice Scarfed by the way we're playing it. As they go for Mach Punch, that's fair enough. I think that was a safe bet. Now they're going to go into Abomasnow. I don't need this Pokemon at this juncture, so we're just going to click Dazzling Gleam. As they sack that and go Arctovish. Alright. Nothing switches into this, that's for sure. And it's not like I'm going to have enough turns left, so now we just have to hope that they are not Jolly. But they were Jolly. The Fish's Ren Sweeps. So we have a fast team, right? We have the Heracross that outspeeds Scarf Xurkitree. Oh great, is this guy again? Or somebody like them that's running another Dracovish. Or Regidrago, sorry. Let's lead off with Heracross this time. As I go Klefki. So we're getting off to a bad start right away. I'm going to go into Xurkitree now. Actually, probably should have led off with Xurkitree. Because look at their electric resist. They don't really have one. As I go for Spike. Fair enough. I'm going to go into Seismitoad now. And I'm going to click the Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is nice for Blastoise in case they're Focus Sash. I don't think that would be. They'd almost certainly be White Herb. So that's fine. But we'll get him up anyway. We'll make us feel better about ourselves. And maybe the Togekiss will want to defog, right? That's the main thing that we want. Okay. Keeping Seismitoad healthy is really quite useful for Raikou. So hopefully we can do that. We'll see if we are able to. If they go into the Weezing, I think, then I can go into Crobat and get a defog off. If they go into their Regidrago, then I'm sort of screwed no matter what. Okay. What do I want to do against you? I want to go into my Xurkitree right away. Yes, because we're not allowing those shenanigans to occur. No thanks. Does Volt Switch kill? Okay, we pull a Togekiss, we look at the Xurkitree, and Volt Switch does not kill. Got to go for Thunderbolt. Yeah, we're not messing around with that. We're not messing around with that. Now, they obviously know I'm heavy duty boots because I didn't take any damage coming in. So, if they're paying attention, we won't be able to bluff that. So then the Regidrago can come in nice and easy. And I'm going to have to sack something here. Seismitoad has to stick around. I'm going to sack the Pangoro. Oh, they weren't even... Heck, what? They weren't even Choice Scarf. That's a bit unfortunate on my part. With a bad Dragon Dance set, Now watch me say that that's a bad set. Now I'm going to get swept by it, right? That's how these things usually go. Okay. Just double check. Heracross damage on this again. 61 to 72. Okay. That's a problem. I'm going to go into Crobat then. I'm going to just click the Brave Bird. Need to get off some chip. And we'll be able to do that now. At this point, we're going to have to click the Close Combat. So it allows Weezing to come in, and unfortunately, because we had to use the Crobat to get chip off, we won't be able to get our Defog like we had said we wanted to before. But this does prevent the Blastoise, I think, from coming in. And it definitely prevents the Raikou, I believe, from coming in as well. So yeah, they should always go into Weezing here. And I'm actually going to go into my Subaru. Subaru should be able to hopefully live an attack from Weezing. Unless it's like Choice Specs or something whack like that. As they go for Will-O-Wisp, so that was great play on my part. And now Tri-Attack is pretty free. I don't really see any reason not to click Tri-Attack. That kills... Well, it didn't kill Weezing, what the heck? Okay, we get the Para, which is actually something I would have wanted to have gotten on Blastoise, if anything. So hopefully we do get the Paralysis on Blastoise, because if we don't, we're going to be in a world of hurt. Let's actually go Raikou first. They may want to set up a Calm Mind or something. But a Substitute is not going to work out for them. They're going to have to Calm Mind Raw in my face, because I'm not going to switch out. Aura Sphere, that's fine too. I don't mind that. Okay, I'm going to go Seismitoad here. Earthquake the Raikou. They can go for Protect if they have it. Substitute, that works too. They can just Substall me down. That's fine. But if I get this to be a double down, then I get to go into my Circuitry and prevent the Blastoise setup, I think. And if it's not a double down, as long as I break the Substitute, then my Heracross can come in, right? If it kills me here, that's fine. My Heracross gets to come in now and click Close Combat. And what that means is that I should be getting a Moxie Boost here. And with that +1, hopefully, after Stealth Rock, we can kill Blastoise. If not, then I guess I should have gone into Circuitry. And I'll take that moving forward. Did we kill? Yes, we did. Good. Good. Look at all those points I've lost. I've lost so many points. I want to get one more. Getting greedy, I bet, but I've only won one so far, and I feel like I should be winning more than just one per game. Sort of just a thing. Okay, Circuitry is the lead. We go Flygon, that's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to Volt Switch now. They may Earth Power. They're also probably going to set up Stealth Rock. I can go Pangoro here. And I'm now going to just click the Knockoff, as they may try to go Swoobat, as they do. Good, that's what I was hoping. Because if they were going to try to get a Swoobat sweep on me, then that's not going to happen, right? I'm not going to let that come in. Alright, this video, is a decent length now. So I think we're going to call it good here. The Subaru, the Porygon specifically, did an okay job. I don't think that Porygon does overly well against the offensive teams that you'll find on the ladder for the most part. Right? How many offensive teams do we fight today? We fought Rain, we fought Hail, we fought multiple Cloisters, multiple Scarf and or potentially Scarf Regidragos, right? We fought Scarf Flygons. These offensive Pokemon, Porygon does not do well against. What Porygon wants is fatter teams that it can trick, fat teams with things like Melodic and I guess maybe Umbreon even, because if those things can get broken down for it, then Porygon can just sweep in the end, because it is quite powerful against slower Pokemon. But against those really fast Pokemon you saw today, how many hits did Porygon live? Like 1, maybe? Or 2 at best. So Porygon is not living any hits, and that's the main problem that the Porygon-Z has. if you fight offensive teams on the ladder, Porygon's gonna have a rough day. If you fight defensive teams, then this is a lot better. So I think this team would do better against stallier teams, maybe bulkier or balanced teams. But since we fought nothing but offense today, unfortunately we didn't get a good showing for this particular squad. I feel. Right, look at my fishes run switch on this Seismitoad. That doesn't switch into freeze dry. So Zergatry did okay. Pangoro actually did a middling job. I think this definitely needs Bullet Punch over Drain Punch, I think. And I think I might have actually taken off Choice Band just because it wasn't getting too many kills that it couldn't have gotten otherwise. And having the option to get that priority, this team definitely needs priority. So I'll put Bullet Punch on this set when you use the team. And the Rainbow Barrier wasn't bad. I think it came into play at least once that it was useful, as well as a couple times where it wasn't as useful. So I don't know if you like leftovers, go for it, but Rainbow Barrier wasn't bad. And the Scarf Cross isn't bad either. It's just weak and you want to click close combat most of the time. Crobat, it was okay. It definitely got off chip in a couple of clutch situations, but besides that, I personally didn't find it to be S+ tier like it is on the viability rankings. But also, I'm bad, so don't take that for anything. Anyway, that was my video for Oozora Subaru, and I'll catch you guys next time.